So Kevin, I thought you were the perfect specimen for this vehicle, this Niken GT. You know, I know just, how enthusiastic you are about riding and how technical you are, and you really sort of dig into the meat of the thing. What was your first impression? You probably did a pile of research, but then you saw the bike in person. What was your first impression?
Well, I've seen it in magazines and on TV before and was just amazed at the geometry they had worked out in the front, and they felt it was good enough to bring to market. It was, well, then I'd likely be amazed, and I actually was. I was thoroughly impressed. It's a very good, controllable motorcycle. From the driver's seat, you cannot see the wheels.
Yeah.
So it's not a distraction. It's not like you see wheels moving in front of you, and that would be weird.
Yeah.
You just drive. It's like it just has a large cowling sort of look to it.
Yeah.
Just drive it.
Yeah. So we fired it up. We did a bit of a U-turn, pulled out of the parking lot. What's the first sensory perception you got?
Well, first of all, we're turning around in a coarse gravel parking lot, and that should be concerning on road tires. But you just turn, it turns quickly. It doesn't shift at all, like you would expect a little skipping going
pushing,
on. Nothing.
Yeah.
Whoosh, just turns, very stable. Once you get going, it's just a regular motorcycle.
Yeah.
It feels like the front end has a few more pounds on it, but other than that, you don't notice.
Right. So you're ripping along with this 900cc triple. It's a nice motor, right?
It's a very good motor.
Yeah. Lots of power.
We're all caught up on the technology of the front end, but that's a very nice motor as well.
Yeah.
And it has speed shifting, so it makes you look like a superhero every time you leave. You just ting, 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 just hold the gas where it is, don't bother with the clutch, go.
When you were hitting those potholes today, how did you feel about that?
Well, for off-roading, I spend a lot of time tuning suspension. So I know what it feels like, what it should feel like. Mm-hmm. This front end just absorbs everything. They've nailed the settings, whatever they've done.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I needed to step forward with a screwdriver and turn something because it was bang on.
Yeah. So the overall riding impression is, I'm on a motorcycle, but there's just like something more, right?
We were riding with 3 other riders today, and we get through a corner and we get to the end, we chat a little bit, and they go, "Whoa, did you feel that sand in the corner?" And I went, "No, I didn't feel anything." It was very stable.
So what about the instrumentation? Just the controls?
The instrumentation is very easy to read in any kind of lighting. Mm-hmm. The controls and the menus are very easy to get through because they're not very deep.
Right.
The giant number is your speed. You've got a bar graph across the top for your tachometer. It's all very logical.
Final summation. Who is going to use this motorcycle? What is this motorcycle? What is its strength? What's it all about?
Well, it's a very strong motor. So you're thinking, oh, 900 cc's, that's not enough. If someone had told me it's a 1100, I would have believed them because it pulls that well. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyone can use this. It is very tame down low, and it's got tons of power up top. So any rider, any experience can drive this.
Yep.
Maybe you've gotten scared of riding a motorcycle because you lost the front end at some point. A lot of people are like that.
Yeah.
You say, oh, that's it, I'm out of here. I'm not riding a motorcycle anymore. Try this. You'll be impressed.
For me, I spent quite a bit of time on this motorcycle and kept thinking, it's so comfortable, and I'm in such a comfort zone in terms of the protection and then the additional stability. I would love to ride a long distance on this bike. I really would.
You will have to be prepared to answer questions every time you stop.
Yeah, that's not such a bad thing.
No.
Yeah. So, who are you going to recommend it to?
Actually, anyone, experienced or not. It's not an imposing bike when you're moving. It feels nice and light. I think anyone, if you can reach the ground, you're good.
Yeah. You like it?
Love it. It's great.
Love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Glad you rode it?
Yes.
I'm glad you came and did it.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks, Kevin.
Right.
Great job.